Welcome to the Fragrance Plug. I am your host, Maurice. We have a packed out show. As you've seen from the title and thumbnail, of course, we're going to be talking about ScentXplore, the fragrances that we tapped into, what we learned from ScentXplore. We're definitely going to be talking about all of that. Let's get active, man. I'm glad to be back, man. It's been a minute since I've done one of these, so we're definitely getting back on the track with that. Had to make a couple of changes, a few adjustments, and yeah, I think we're moving in the right direction now. How y'all doing, man? Hope y'all are having a great day. Make sure y'all go ahead and drop those scent of the days down in the chat. Today I was rocking out with good old Hawass Elixir, man. If you saw the live stream that I did yesterday, you saw I got my nose. I was finally able to get my nose on Hawass Viper. Beautiful fragrance, man. It's not for everybody though. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You have to be somebody that enjoys cannabis fragrances. You have to be somebody that enjoys extremely masculine, like dominant fragrances. That one is not really anything that's mass appealing about that one. That one is much more so gonna be unique. Very much so high on that cannabis. And that's something that I enjoy. So, that's just my own personal take. But let's get active, man. Let me see what we got going on. Fragrance Decant Boutique, as always. And I appreciate you for stopping by, man. Much love. I definitely appreciate seeing you in here. Mr. M.A. Styles, what's good, everybody? Scent of the day, Elixir. Hey, that's a good one. I don't know if you saw that short that I posted, but a week or 2 weeks ago, I found that in a Ross or a Marshalls, I think it was. I think they might have been asking $120 for that. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, man. Pretty cool little find right there. But let's get active, man. I'm ready to jump into the live stream. We got a couple of new fragrances that we have to discuss, so you know what time it is. Hold on, let me switch on over right here real quick. There we go, man. Let's talk about it, man. Let's get into it. The daily drop. Where in the world am I at? See, I'm gonna have to edit this again. Okay, but anyway, welcome to the. Hold on, there we go. I don't know why it ain't up there. Oh, well, I'll fix that later. Hey, welcome to the Daily Drop, your source for all things scent. We have a couple of new fragrances that we have to discuss. We got 3 new Rayhans, and we also have a new Bulgari, as well as a new YSL that's supposedly coming around the corner in 2026. Let's discuss it, man. First things first, we have Rayhan Candias. Now, I'm pretty sure I butchered that name, but as you can see, we got some notes and we got a little bit of information as well. Rayhan has 3 of them coming out. So Rayhan has been doing a lot. If you noticed, if you saw my video yesterday, you saw that they have a leather collection. I tapped into 2 of their fragrances. One of them was Cordova, something like that, and the other one was a dark leather. Dark leather is going to give you much more so of a westernized leather feel. I think it was leather and spices, but that Cordova is going to give you a much more oriental fragrance. You're going to get a lot of spices in that, very earthy spices. It's going to be coming off like black pepper, saffron type of spice. It also has this very nice, like leather, almost oud sense about it. It does come off slightly aromatic with a nice rose touch. So Cordova is nice if you like oriental. Dark leather is nice if you want much more of a westernized leather fragrance. But tapping into what we have right here, Rayhan Candias, we have Coming in the opening, as well as Cardamom and Artemisia. That right there is already letting me know it's going to be like green, spicy in a way. But right now from the opening, I'm seeing like a fresh spicy. Rose and Orris, okay, so it might go still fresh spicy, but with a little bit of an earthy touch. Then we have tonka bean, amber, vanilla, patchouli, sandalwood, and musk. So definitely a little bit more of a sweeter, slightly still maintaining that earthy effect from the opening. So I think this is going to be one that I might rock with. The only thing I'm curious about is how that rose is going to be playing with all the other green facets that's in the fragrance. Cardes Parfum 100 ml EDP by Rayhan is a sophisticated oriental woody fragrance for men and women. Inspired by the warm breeze of Cadiz and the deep spirit of Middle Eastern fragrances, this Arabic fragrance offers a rich and elegant experience, balancing spices, flowers, and creamy woods. Perfect for UK consumers looking for a signature fragrance that is bold, long-lasting, and uniquely inspired without the luxurious price tag. So this is number 1 right here. I think this one might be a hit for me. Again, with it being a little bit more fresh, spicy, slightly earthy, I'm not sure how everybody else is going to be feeling about that one. But moving over to the next one, we have Rayhan Seville. And in this one, I'm already seeing something that's letting me know a little bit more of a mass appealing factor. Bergamot, cinnamon, cardamom, orange blossom in the opening, LME with a nice vanilla as it's transitioning, and then praline, ambroxan, guaiac wood, and musk as it's hitting the dry down. So the dry down is probably going to be a little bit more of like a sweet, creamy feel. Still have some resins because we got the ambroxan, we got some, we also have some LME as well, so it's going to have a nice resins to it. Selvi Perfume 100 ml EDP by Rayhan is a bold, elegant, oriental, spicy fragrance. Made for those who love warm, sweet, and slightly woody complexity. Designed for both men and women, Seville blends rich spices, creamy vanilla, and sensual musk to create a fragrance. It feels luxurious, comfortable, and confidently modern. Perfect for lovers of both versatile and long-lasting fragrances. Not bad, not bad. Personally, I'm still rocking with the first one. I'm not even going to hold you. Personally, I'm still rocking with the first one. Now, the third one we do have is Rayhan Granada. The third one we have is Rayhan Granada. And this one has bergamot, apple, lemon, cinnamon in the opening. Starts to transition with some watery notes. Now you definitely got my attention. Watery notes, orange blossom, plum, and cardamom. And then in the dry down, we have ambergris, driftwood, patchouli, and musk. Granada Parfum 100 ml EDP by Rayhan is a fresh, fruity, oriental fragrance that captures the vibrant energy of southern Spain with an Arabian flavor. This eau de parfum is made with a blend of citruses, fruit, flowers, and soft woods that create a refreshing, romantic, and elegantly modern scent. Ideal for UK consumers looking for something unique, seasonal, and long-lasting. Now, this is the third one that I've seen with the UK, so I'm wondering, is this going to be a UK exclusive? I wonder how long it's going to take for this one to get over here, so I am going to have to look into that. But now that I've looked at all 3 of them, this is the one that I'm probably going to gravitate towards the most. And I say that because it has the bergamot in the opening mixed with the apple, so of course you're going to be I'm going to tell you right now, this right here is kind of giving me like a like an Invictus type of fragrance. The only thing that's really different in this is that plum. Other than that, the rest of this DNA comes off something that could be like in that Invictus vein of things. Whether it's an Invictus or an Invictus Legend, I'm probably going to lean more towards Invictus, the original. But I think this is something that I'm definitely going to rock with. This seems like a banger for me. Now, we have a new Stronger With You coming out. I don't have too much information about this yet, fam. But apparently, Armani is dropping a Stronger With You powerfully. Rumored upcoming Armani's release is supposed to be launching alongside with Power of You. And that's supposed to be a release that we'll be getting in 2026. Don't really have too much information on that yet. So we're just going to have to wait and see how the time passes on that one and see what news drops. But the second I hear something, we will be talking about it. So I got you covered. The next fragrance that I want to go over is we have a new Bulgari Manwood Essence Parfum. Now, if I'm correct, I think this one's discontinued. You still might be able to get it at a TJ Maxx or Marshalls, because I have seen this one pop up at the rack stores a couple of times. So you might be able to find this at a rack store for sure. But one of the newest renditions from the Bulgari Man line, and as it reads, the most potent of Bulgari's Manwood Essence fragrances. This pure parfum traverses into every facet of elemental energy. A bright opening of coriander and Szechuan pepper blooms deeper into warm woods of cypress, woods, and cashmere, before rooting firmly into a wood accord and vetiver base. Veined with mystery, this scent is a redefined exploration of nature's true force. This one right here might have to get picked up too, because the OG was very nice. I remember trying it. I don't remember too much about it. I definitely remember it was woody, but I don't remember too much about it. But I did think to myself, this isn't a bad scent. I can see myself getting this. So now we have a parfum. It looks like it's coming in a 60 ml and a 150. That 150 going for $190, so it'll probably be the 60 ml for me if I do pick this up. But for 130, it's looking like it might be a Harrods exclusive. But We'll keep more eyes out for that one as time passes along. And last but not least, I told y'all we have a new YSL around the corner. YSL Y Iced Cologne. This one has a little bit more notes than what we typically get from newer fragrances. Ice mint, an article. Okay. Mint tea and blue sage, ambrosia and patchouli. Okay, we got a good little bit of information on this one. I don't know. This might be the one, fam. This might be the one. Discover Y Ice Cologne Eau de Toilette Intense, the aromatic fougere fragrance for men that exudes freshness and strength in every moment. A shot of liquid ice in a spray that delivers a refreshing surge of energy that lasts up to 12 hours. Created by master perfumer Dominique Ropian. I apologize for that name. The fragrance opens with a fresh note of ice mint enhanced by article. Yeah, I know I'm messing that one up. An exclusive cooling molecule that provides clarity and freshness. At the heart, the blend of Moroccan mint tea and blue sage reveals itself, giving the fragrance its dynamic and masculine character. The base anchors the fragrance with ambrosia and patchouli, leaving a sophisticated woody trail that lasts all day. The newly designed ice blue bottle, created by Suzanne Dalton, is an expression of elegance and innovation, with a metallic Y that cuts through the glass and makes a bold statement. Experience the power of cool intensity and redefine freshness with Y Ice Cologne, your ultimate ally for confidence and success. 12-hour freshness of unstoppable energy, vibrant blend of mint and blue sage accords, and eau de toilette intense that lasts all day. Yeah, man, this is nice. This sound like this might be the one. Because I really haven't fell in love with the Y to where I wanted to buy a bottle since YEDP. This one right here with that sensual patchouli, fresh ice mint, and that blue sage accord, that one might be the one. That one might be a bottle, man. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. That might be a bottle. I would love to know y'all thoughts down in the comments. So let me know what you think about that. Personally, for me, out of all the ones that I read, one of the new Rayhans was definitely hidden. Granada is definitely one that I can see myself picking up. And then that YSL Y Ice Cologne, I can see that one too. We're going to get a little bit more over that, stronger with you as it comes out. But we're going to get you taken care of, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification. That way you can be updated when this content drops. Let's catch up with the chat for a little bit. What up, Gems? I see you down there, my guy. What's good with you? Kale, what's good, fam? What's good? Appreciate you for stopping by, man. Appreciate you for stopping by, my guy. Much love, man. Much love. Let's go over here. And we're going to switch. And now we're going to get into the fun part of it. Because I just want to talk about ScentXplore for a little bit. Not going to be here too long, but we're going to talk about ScentXplore for a little bit. The good, the bad, and in between. Let's get active, man. Let's get active. So, thoughts on ScentXplore. First of all, let me just talk about ScentXplore as a whole. ScentXplore is a beautiful event. Was it packed? Absolutely. It was packed, fam. But it was a beautiful event and a beautiful gathering of people that actually enjoy fragrances. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the artistry of it or you just enjoy the camaraderie that the fragrance community has. It's a nice event, fam. It's definitely a nice event. If anybody that's into fragrances, I would recommend at least being able to check out one day. That way you can see what new is coming out, and you might even be able to network a little bit in there. So ScentXplore is nice in my personal opinion. Now, there are two mindsets that I do believe that you need to have if you're going to be going into ScentXplore, and that's what we're going to talk about here. Whether you're somebody that's going into it as a creator or you're going into it as a fragrance enthusiast and you just enjoy fragrances. If you're a fragrance content creator or you're trying to get into fragrance content and you want to make your way into ScentXplore, I'm letting you know right now. I'm pretty sure you've heard this before, but you have to have a game plan. You have to have a game plan, fam. If you're going to go as a creator, you have to have a game plan on what you're going to do. My game plan was simple. Work the room. Work the room. Make sure that when people see me and I introduce myself, they don't get a predeceived or they don't have a pre-thought about me. Because I know that with me wearing the do-rag and the hoodies and stuff all the time, I know that could possibly add a different image or create an image that isn't of me when people actually meet me. So when I got there, it was all business, bro. I'm telling you, it was straight business. I was trying to network. I had already hit up a couple of brands beforehand so I could reach out to them, kind of see what they got going on beforehand. So you definitely want to do some groundwork if you're somebody that's going to ScentXplore as a content creator, because you can really waste your money. I'm going to let you know right now, if you a content creator and you just going there to talk and mingle, by all means, do your thing. Everybody got different things that they going for. For me personally, I wouldn't be going if I wasn't going for business. If I was going for pleasure, it's going to be a one-day thing because you don't need to experience all 3 days. If you're really just going there for pleasure and to enjoy scents. If you're going there to network, you're going to need to be there all 3 days. You're going to need to be present. You're going to need to put yourself in front of these brands. That way they can start putting a face to a name. Because some of these people might have already heard from you. I was surprised at a few of the people that already knew me from my content. Big blessing, bro. It was a big blessing. Because I wasn't expecting it. And to have that game plan, but also to know that people already somewhat might be checking for you in a way, that puts you in a completely different mindset, fam. So definitely have you a game plan if you're going to go out there. My shit was simple. I was running the ISO. Look, I was ISO. Walt and John, they see this? ISO, move, I'm gone. ISO, give me the ball, get out the way. I got some shit I got to do. And that's really how we went into it. Definitely try to go with some friends. If you're a content creator, try to get you a group of friends that you're going to be cool with or that you're already cool with, that you can see yourself being cool with, and connect with them. Connect with them, fam. While I was down there, I connected with Walt for the first time. Dude was tall as hell, man. I'm telling you. Walt could literally be on somebody's defensive or offensive line, bro. That dude tall as shit. Then I met Jonathan. Jonathan, absolute character, man. Oh, my God. And then Kev, bro, we had a blast, man. We had a blast, bro. I'm telling you. For the most part, it was me, Kev, Jonathan, Walt, and James and PJs. They was there. They was there too. It was a beautiful time, fam. It was a beautiful time. So again, if you're gonna go, definitely connect and make sure that you have some people that you're already cool with. You can't go by yourself for sure, but networking when you already have somebody that can kind of vouch for you or can already attest to the person that you are, it makes it so much easier when you got people in your corner. I promise you it makes it so much easier. There was a couple of times like John, he got there a little late. So when John got there, because he got there Friday and he got there late on Friday. So I'm like, shit, bro, you just made it here? Come on, man, we got to catch up. We got to catch up, fam. And me and him, we literally walked around. I took him to almost every booth that I had talked to. Almost every booth. Like, hey, this is my guy Jonathan right now. Create with Jonathan. And that's it. After that, you're going to have to do the rest from there. And my guy did his thing. I must say, he did a great job out there networking and connecting. So, shout out to him as well, man. Shout out to Jonathan as well. But you definitely want to make sure that you have a group with you. Now, if you're just going as an individual to smell fragrances, this is my personal advice. This is my personal advice. If you're going there to smell fragrances, to get some fragrances, because they were selling fragrances as well. We're going to talk about that. But one, I'm not even going to hold you. I told myself, in order to really take advantage of everything that they have in here, I could be wrong. Kevin, Jims, they might say something differently. But me personally, bro, if I was to go as a regular, like just a consumer, I would want at least $1,000 on me to spend. Because when you get in there, and it's not that the brands were extremely pricey, because I was actually quite surprised at how affordable a lot of these niche fragrances were. Like, I'm talking about some of FragComm's fragrances, like $100, $100+ I think. Some of the niche fragrances that I tapped into, they weren't over $200. And when you smell them, you get a little bit more of an artistry than what you get in like a Parfums de Mart. Like, I learned over ScentXplore that there's even levels to niche. Let me say that one more time. I learned over ScentXplore that there are levels to niche. So if we're recognizing that there are already levels to niche, there has to be levels to everything else. We're going to talk about that at some point. But right now, we're just going to try to stick on ScentXplore. But if you're a consumer and you're just going by there to smell fragrances, I would say at least have 1,000. You have 1,000, you will probably be able to get almost everything you want. And if you got that much, you'll be able to possibly even get some full bottles that's niche. And you'll definitely be able to buy some samples. Samples for sure. I got so many. My Geisha, 10 mLs, can't go wrong with the samples. We're going to talk about them too. That was one of my favorite brands from there. So we're going to talk about that too. But see, even Jim says right here, yeah, 1,000 is understandable. 1,000 is what you go. Now, don't get it twisted. You can go up there with 500. You can go up there with whatever you want to, really. But from what I saw, if you're only going to be there for one day, to truly be able to take advantage of every booth, everything that they had going in there. They have House of Destin. They had My Geisha. They had Day 3. They had House of Cosmo. They had Armaf even had a booth in there. Was that Zherjov? Oh, no, Armaf. Amouage. They was in there. They had, bruh. It was a lot of booths, man. It was a lot of booths. I'm telling you right now, niche is a lot more affordable than we thought. Definitely a lot more affordable than I thought. And this event was a test to that. Another thing, if you're going to go as an individual person, I don't think it really matters who you know up in there. You can go. I will tell you this. It was a lot of groupies, man. And I'm not talking about from the women. It was a lot of groupies up in there, bro. A lot of groupies. And that's going to go into a story that I'm going to tell y'all a little bit later. But the groupie aspect of it was probably one of the most surprising things that I saw. Like, I've never seen so many guys, men, dudes, fellas. I've never seen so many of us fanboying it up for another man. Bruh.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Couldn't be me, man. It couldn't be me. Bruh, I saw Cuba in there. I wanted to say what's up to Cuba so bad, but bro, I'm not even gonna hold you. When I seen Cuba, I was already making my way to a booth. My mind was focused. I had that tunnel vision. I wouldn't think about nothing. But as I'm walking to the booth, you can kind of see like that. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. Certain people, yeah, Cuba like that, bro. Cuba like that. I'm gonna just say that. Cuba like that. Cuba got that aura about himself. Cuba is like that. That's one person that I hate. Matter of fact, that's the only person I hate I didn't introduce myself to. Because anybody else I talked to, I talked to him. But for the most part, I was focused on networking. But Cuba was up in there. It was a dope time, man. But the fanboys, like, that shit was wild. Like, I'm talking about damn near anybody that's a fragrance content creator that had more than 100,000 on any platform had an entourage walking with him. Fragrance Flan had like 20 people with him, fam. No bullshit. No, day one he had. So I think he might have had the most people with him. Salute to him, man. Salute to it. Respect. It was a lot of it though. It was too much for me. And then even from like fellow content creators fanboying over content creators. Like, bro, we are peers, fam. I'm not fanboying over nobody. We are peers. It's a respect thing. It's one thing to give respect, but it's another thing to damn near be drooling over another man just because you in his presence. And that was quite baffling to me. I've never been that big of a fanboy of anybody really like that. So to see that, going on, I was quite surprised, man. What up, Franks? I see you down there in the chat. Salute to you, my guy. But yeah, I was quite surprised to see the amount of fanboying that was going on in ScentXplore. It It was a lot of it. Definitely try to get there early. Try to get there early, boy. The line get long up in there, especially on Friday. Now Thursday, if you want to go in and be able to like chill and not run into as many people, have a little bit more space, Thursday is gonna be your day to go. Friday, don't even think about it. Friday was packed, fam. Friday was probably the busiest day out of the whole event. Saturday it dialed down a little bit, but then Saturday has a lot of moves being made because people are trying to finish up last minute deals. People are trying to close whatever they got to close. So there's a lot going on Saturday to where they might not have the time for you, because there was a little bit of that going on to where Saturday they're trying to close important deals. They're trying to meet with the creators that they need to meet up with. They might not have as much time for you. So if you're just somebody that's going to explore and get some new scents, put your nose on a couple of fragrances, Thursday is going to be that day for you. If you're going as a content creator, you're going to want to be there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Have you a game plan, know how you're going to work the room, and make the room work for you. Real talk, it's that simple. It's that simple. Another thing, oh my gosh, bro, people are awkward. People are awkward, bro. Social media has fried so many people's brains to where like they can't have a regular conversation in person. I can't tell you, and this happened a couple of times too. Conversations that I was a part of, and then me just witnessing it. A lot of people are awkward. Like, a lot of people don't know how to have a personality outside of this camera, outside of this room. Like, some of y'all biggest or favorite up and coming or presently current content creators, bro, I'm telling you, awkward as hell in person. And that's no disrespect. That's no disrespect. At some point, you just think that there's going to be a little bit more of a magnetism, a little bit more of a personality that's going along with it. It's not. It's not. And maybe that's just me. But I know there's a couple of people that kind of understood where I'm coming from when I say that you meet some of these people and it's just awkward. Don't know how to have a conversation. Don't know how to look at you when they're talking to you. Can't really eloquate a sentence fully all the way. Like, bro, I was kind of surprised, bro. I was surprised. Not calling no names, but I was definitely surprised. Yeah, I spoke with Cal just because he and I met a few months ago back here in Phoenix. But the whole OMG Cuba and Flan was crazy behavior. The shit with Flan was crazy behavior, bro. Shout out to Flan, man. But that shit was crazy behavior. Bro, you have to realize that you all have fans. This is why I think that you and a select group start your own thing and build your brand with the meetup. Hey, Frank, come on, man. Come on, Frank. You telling the plays. You can't be telling the plays now, Frank. Hey, man, you got to get out my... I think you might. Let me find out you've been in my shit, man. I don't find out some people close to me be hacking. Let me find out you got my IP address and you over there looking it up. Come on now. That's supposed to be on a need to know basis. Need to know, Franks. But yeah, man. And then, like you said, introverts. It was a lot of introverts. But it was a beautiful time. The private events, oh my God, bro. The events was absolutely amazing. I enjoyed myself with the Kajal event. I got a fragrance from them. I enjoyed myself at the Kajal event. We're going to be talking about this one too. Absolutely beautiful, bro. Shout out to Mo. Shout out to Mo. I met Mo. Mo was pretty cool. Shout out to Mo. And then shout out to Mason Solis as well as Emmanuel. Mason Solis was a brand that I connected with out there. The owner's name is Joseph. Amazing guy. He makes fragrances based off of liqueur. So a lot of them is based off of some type of tequila, and there's 4 different versions of it. Blanco and Añejo. Absolutely amazing, fam. But if you have to enjoy like a tequila type of fragrance. But thoughts on ScentXplore? Definitely going back next year. So y'all will see me in there for 2026. After 2026 is probably going to be on a business basis. I might turn into like a TJ Scents when I go out there. Like, it might be on a business basis. I'm not even going to hold you. But for sure, next year I will definitely be in there. Hopefully they have a slightly bigger venue. because I do think that would have helped a little bit, especially when it comes to spacing. Downstairs spacing wasn't that bad. Upstairs, it was a lot going on. So hopefully there's a little bit more spacing next year, but next year I'm definitely going to be in there because I had a blast. I had a blast from just even going to ScentXplore within itself, but then just experiencing New York, bruh. It took me all of 12 hours before I was like, it's easy to get this New York because really in New York, all you got to do is just not give a fuck. You don't care, you'll fit in just fine. Somebody honking their horn, ignore it. Somebody walking across the street, F it, just go. I learned from Corey, just drive, man. As long as the light green, drive. Drive. It don't matter how fast you go, how slow, you just drive and don't hit nobody. But yeah, man. I had a blast, man. I had a blast. Definitely gonna do it again next year. But ScentXplore is something that I think everybody, especially if you're a fragrance lover, I think that you should at least experience, even if it's just for one day. Whether you're a consumer or a creator, either way, it's gonna be one of those things where you're gonna enjoy yourself, even if it's just that one time. Yeah, man. I enjoyed it, bro. The food was good. We ended up accidentally stumbling across a vegan Chinese restaurant. Bro, they had shrimp, they had chicken, they had beef. So we thinking the menu regular. Nah, bro. It was not regular at all. We had to leave that spot. I'm not down to try vegan Chinese food. I'm sorry, with tofu and soy, and I'm good. I'm good on all that. I'm good. Hey, you not late, fam. You right on time. Cause switching over to the next topic. Top brands from ScentXplore. There were a lot, fam. Couple of honorable mentions. I don't have all my samples because I separated them. I have 3 main brands that I want to discuss. I have them on the side right here. But there are a few that I do want to tap into just to give a little bit of honorable mention. First one, Maison Solis. Beautiful fragrance. Again, if you like tequila fragrances that have a liqueur inspiration, Maison Solis is where you want to go. Start off with Blanco, because that's going to be like their mass appealing fragrance. That's going to be the one that has a lot of freshness in it. Easy to like. Easy to love. Blanco is really like that. Then, got a few in this box that we're going to tap into. Not going to smell them yet because we're going to save those for a later video. What up, Holy Prophet? I see you down in the chat, fam. We're going to save some of those for later, but just a couple that I do want to tap into. Hermetica Paris. This one was over here with Floroku. We will be tapping into them at some point. This right here is going to be its own video. This is probably just going to be a regular video. Kajal, Lamar, Caviar. Yeah. Hey, Respirado was a good one too, Gems. Respirado was a real good one as well. Caviar from Kajal. Beautiful bottle, man. I'm not even going to spray it yet, but beautiful bottle. And this little sample. Hold on, I don't need me in there. Beautiful, man. Look at the juice. Yeah. Beautiful. And then I think this was samples. I forgot what this was. Yeah, this was a sample also. Might be doing a giveaway. With some of the stuff that I got extras from ScentXplore. So just so y'all know, make sure you hit your bell notification. You don't know when I'm going to do that giveaway. It might be on the video with the Kajal, but I will be doing the giveaway because I got a lot of extra samples that I can offload and bless somebody with. So one of y'all will be getting blessed with some of these new fragrances for sure, because I can't unbox all of them. I don't need all of them. DS and Durga. I think I got this one in my gift bag, my ScentXplore bag. So I haven't checked into this. I haven't tapped into this one yet. Got a couple of scents from J Scent. I got a couple of fragrances from J Scent right here. We have J Scent. Boy, I cannot pronounce that. I ain't even about to try it. Yeah, Tuscaloosa or something like that. I don't know. Yuzu and On a Cloud. So we're going to be tapping into those. We also have Glorata. They had a whole section out there. I think they use a lot of florals in their fragrances. I'm not too sure. but we do have 5 of them, so we are going to tap into those at some point as well. Definitely going to do a live stream on those. Definitely going to be talking about that brand. There was another brand too that actually stood out. I only have one of their samples. I do not remember the name of it. The samples are over there in another section, but we'll discuss those at a different point. The 3 brands that I really want to discuss from ScentXplore that really had a huge impact, or that I was most impressed by. Let me say that. There's 3 of them. The first one, let's just tap into this one. My Geisha, fam, right here. My Geisha. This was one of the brands that really impressed me. And they had really 3 fragrances that really caught my attention. Of course, if you know me, you know me. I'm a big fan of cannabis fragrances. Boy, I'm a big fan of cannabis fragrances. They had 2 cannabis fragrances. They had an OG cannabis, which is this one right here. Probably going to be one of the samples that I give away, 3 mLs of the cannabis from Geisha. So that's one beautiful fragrance too. Earthy. Oh, I do have a Cosmo. Man, thank you for mentioning that. RDZ. Boy, good looking out, Prophet. Good looking out, my guy, because I damn near forgot. Because again, I got a lot of samples over there. I only have the ones that I really wanted to present to y'all. RDZ. I think they're out of Puerto Rico. Got to check them out, bro. Gotta check them out, fam. They had one fragrance that had cocaine in it. That fragrance that had that cocaine in it. They had one called Philly Blunts. They had a new one that they just released for the event called Passion, which is like a passion fruit. I forgot. It's supposed to be some type of liquor that it's supposed to be resembling. Real big in Puerto Rico. I've never seen this bottle before. But the smell itself was absolutely beautiful. Like a juicy fruit bowl damn near. Just straight fruits. Absolutely beautiful. House of Cosmo. The one that stood out to me the most was Crimson Aura. And Crimson Aura, if I'm correct, I don't remember everything, but I do remember that it has a very nice wine, like very sophisticated. Like I'm talking about red fruits, red wine, sophisticated. I got a sample of that one as well. I only got one, so that one ain't gonna be in the giveaway. But very sophisticated. House of Cosmo might have been the brand that they probably made the most money throughout everybody in that whole booth. They booth was packed, fam. Packed with people. So yeah, RDZ and House of Cosmo did real good. I will say again, for me, the only one that really stood out from House of Cosmo was Crimson Aura. I don't know. I haven't even checked the bag, Franks. I'll check it in a second. I got you. I'll check it in a second. But yeah, going back to the 3 brands. So my Geisha was one. They had one that's called Cannabis. Beautiful cannabis earthy fragrance. I got it right here actually. Let's just go ahead and spray this on strips. I'm gonna spray a couple of these. But this one was a beautiful fragrance. Again, you definitely want to be a fan of cannabis if you're gonna be getting this one. Because there's not much outside of cannabis and a very huge earthy feel that you get in this one. So a lot of earthy appeal with this cannabis fragrance. But they had another one that was called Lost Island Cannabis. Now that's the one. That one had a little bit of freshness up top, a lot of like citrus freshness up top. But then it also had a very clean cannabis. Like one of the cleanest cannabis notes that I picked up in a fragrance since I got Pacific Cannabis by Backserve California. This one right here plays on, I think it's grapefruit and cannabis with like an aquatic sense. Lost Island Cannabis plays on a fresh cannabis, clean, and a little bit more wearable in my eyes than the original cannabis. I can rock with both of them, but again, I enjoy cannabis fragrances. If you're not the biggest fan of cannabis fragrances and you were possibly looking to try one, Lost Island Cannabis by My Geisha is going to be the route to go with that. Because they did a great job from what I've seen. Now, again, that's just from what I've tried. Got a surprise at the end. So, yeah. We got a couple going on. Oh, you got to go to work? Oh, shit. Let me look it up for you real quick then, fam. I'm going to check. I have, from Hermetica, I have Amber Oud, I have dark oud and I have peony pop. Those are the three that I got from Hermetica. Amber oud, dark oud, and peony pop. That's what I have in the bag. I might have some more that was in like the free lace samples that I might have picked up. So that one was that. And then my geisha had this one other fragrance, fam, that I think a lot of y'all are gonna enjoy. If you enjoy Veneno by French Avenue, the black bottle, you know, the apple, the incense, the shisha smoke. If you like that one, if you like Veneno from French Avenue, my geisha has this fragrance called Twin Flames. Twin Flames to me basically comes off exactly like Veneno from French Avenue, but the apple accord that you get in this. I've said that the one from Veneno is extremely mouthwatering. The one from Twin Flames from my geisha, mouth-watering fruits in the opening, mixing together with the incense, thick smoke. It's thick. It's not like cannabis, none of that. It very much so comes off like incense. Beautiful. And then you get this slight like wet tobacco scents from it as well. Beautiful fragrance in my personal opinion, fam. If everything, that would have been the one bottle that I bought from them. There's bottles throughout that I would have gotten from my geisha. The one bottle that I would have bought from them was Twin Flames. And the trash part about that one is that fragrance don't come out till February, I think. Twin Flames ain't dropping till February. And the worst part is, I don't even think that it's going to be good for the season that we're going to be transitioning to by that time. That fragrance comes off like fall, winter, cold weather. Again, you got to look at Veneno. There's one more, but for some reason it's not coming to my mind right away. But if you think about Veneno from French Avenue, then you get what I'm saying. You get kind of how the fragrance is going to be coming off. Absolutely beautiful. So my geisha, Lost Cannabis, as well as Twin Flames, all three of those bottles in my personal opinion. The second fragrance that we tapped into that I just absolutely enjoyed, met the owner. I met everybody over there with Max Aroma. From Matthew, my guy Matthew, who does their social media aspect. Fly gentleman, super fly gentleman. He told me to introduce myself as Sir Maurice. So if you see me moving around and I introduce myself, don't get thrown off. There's a reason why I'm doing that. So yeah, he kind of taught me that. I thought that was a nice little tip that he gave me as far as knowledge and how to move. But then I also met the owner. But the most important, I met the guy that's over House of Destan. Now, let me tell you something right now. House of Destan is a beautiful house. Beautiful, yet affordable niche house. This one was absolutely amazing. They had a new fragrance called 12 Faces. 12 Faces is supposed to be a spicy saffron oud fragrance. They didn't have a sample. They weren't selling any of those because it was a new fragrance. I think that's supposed to be coming out in March. No, January. I think that's coming out in January. But 12 Faces was absolutely beautiful. Again, if you like spicy fragrances, if you like oud fragrances, that's going to be the one for you. Like 12 Faces came off like the type of fragrance that even though it has that saffron and oud, you could still rock that one to a business meeting. Like you'll be good in a business profile. But if you want to know their most mass appealing fragrance that they picked up, it was Game of Joy. They have this one called Game of Joy. I think this got to be it. Yeah. Game of Joy. I ordered Rock by Wood intent. I didn't tell you that. Hey, I got that fragrance. I don't like that one. That's too sweet. That's too sweet for me, fam. Hey, let me know what you think about it though. But nah, for me that ain't the one. I'm cool with that one, especially if that's the one I'm thinking about. That one is overly sweet. But tapping back into House of Destan, Game of Joy. Beautiful fragrance. This one is going to be their mass appealing fragrance. A lot of freshness in this one, fam. Very simple in a way, but elegant at the same time. And again, when I say simple, I'm not saying it is like there's no complexity to it. Game of Joy. Game of Joy has this like fruit sweetness up top, almost like a melon, sweet, slightly creamy at the same time. But that fruit bowl sweetness that you get in the opening, I'm like real talk. Think of like melon, watermelon, strawberries, and like some green grapes all in a bowl with some sugar. That's kind of what this smells like. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. And on skin, it's even better. It almost kind of gives you like if you ever wanted to have like a Jolly Rancher smell about yourself, Game of Joy is going to be the one that you're going to rock, that you're going to want to rock with. If you want to have like a true Jolly Rancher smell about yourself, you're going to want to get this one. And I'm not saying that in a way to where it's overly sweet or it's too feminine leaning. This fragrance is balanced. This fragrance is in that unisex vein for sure. Now, if you're somebody that likes extremely masculine fragrances, you want that to it. You want a little pungency. You want something a little rough around the edges. This ain't that one. This ain't that one. Game of Joy is elegant. Game of Joy is sophisticated. When you think of Game of Joy, you might throw on some like clean linen. You know what I'm saying? Like you might throw on like a linen fit, like something that's just airy, that just flows in the air as you're walking. You're going to have on something like that. This is a very relaxing. This is a nice fragrance, man. This is a nice fragrance. Game of Joy is my favorite one. Game of Joy, hands down, was my favorite fragrance from the House of Destan. I don't care who you are, what type of fragrances you like. My personal opinion from the brand, most people are going to tap into that Game of Joy. Anytime I had a woman and me and a woman was connecting at ScentXplore and we just happened to be by House of Destan, I would take her over to that booth. Hey, smell this with me. Let me know your thoughts on this one. I couldn't find a single woman that I talked to that hated this fragrance. And this one I sprayed on skin. And I had them smell the strip and the skin. Yeah, bro, they rocking with it. House of Destan is definitely going to be my number 2 house. Can't go wrong with them, fam. Can't go wrong with them, at least from what I've seen. I don't think there was a single fragrance that I smelt that I didn't enjoy. Now, were there some that I say, okay, this is nice, but I can't see myself getting a full bottle. Of course, there's a couple of them. But 12 Faces, bottle. Game of Joy, bottle. Unseen, bottle, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, man. I don't know if it's watermelon. Fam, but it could be, though, bro. It could be. Because, again, it has a very nice, like, melon, like, Jolly Rancher side about itself. And even though I'm saying that it has that level of sweetness, it's not. Yeah, this is live. Even though it has this level of sweetness, this is not a fragrance that comes off as juvenile. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could even see some fellas like in their upper 40s, maybe even 50s wearing this. Especially if you're trying to use it as a fragrance that's like casual. You know what I'm saying? Easy going. You might be going to a brunch. You might just be enjoying your day. But trust me, you looking fly. You looking good. That's what Lovejoy is. That's how Game of Joy comes off. Love Flame is nice too. I got Love Flame right here. Love Flame is nice as well, bro. They got some nice fragrances. And again, extremely affordable. Now, they're not on the same affordable as a Latapa, but for what you're paying, this is something that I learned, fam. And I'm just keeping it a buck with you. Finding one good niche fragrance is like blind buying 7 Middle Eastern fragrances and hoping that they work out. We blind bought a couple of these Middle Eastern fragrances and they just don't work. You know what I'm saying? Some of them still got dust on them. I'm giving a couple away every time. I'm always giving these things away. One niche is comparable to 7 blind buys when it comes to affordable fragrances. That one niche is is up there. Y'all about to see my collection, bro. My collection about to go crazy with the niche, bro. And not because of I think niche is better or anything like that. It's just the journey, man. You get a beautiful experience with these niche fragrances. Like, one, the density and quality of the notes is there. Like, I'm talking about, and it lingers. It's not, it doesn't become a skin scent as easy. That's what I've learned, literally what I learned over ScentXplore. The third brand that I want to tap into, and this is my number one brand. I will be doing more work with them. I'm going to just show y'all the bottle. The House of FragComm. FragComm Paris. Oh my God, man. Shout out to my girl Claudia, because she was looking out the whole time. That's who I was interviewing. So if you saw, I think it was on my day one ScentXplore. That's who I was interviewing on that. I will be interviewing her again. So we will be doing some work, me and FragComm. Make sure you got your bell notification set, because we might be doing a little giveaway when we do that too. So we're working on it. But FragComm, I have Gong, and I have one umbrella for two. Both of these are absolutely nice. But the one thing I'm just going to talk about FragComm as a brand first. FragComm is a sister company of Memo Paris. I didn't know that. I learned that at the event. So the quality of what you know from Memo Paris is the same thing that you're going to get in FragComm. This is their 50 ml presentation. Some of the best presentation in the game, fam. Opens up. Definitely snug, so you don't got to worry about nothing there. Opens up. You have your 50. You have your 50 ml here. And then this right here is an actual travel atomizer carry. And then over here, you have a type of Japanese artwork. Now, a lot of their fragrances, once you get the full bottles, are going to have some type of artwork over here. And most of the time, there's some type of Asian inspiration. Most of the time, their fragrances, as well as their presentations, have a type of Asian inspiration to them. Now, you got this here, and then you open it up like so. And then this is the full presentation, fam. This is what I'm talking about right here, fam. Look at this presentation. You got a 10 ml right here, 50 ml bottle, travel, cap. Let's just take all this shit out. This is a lot. I'm trying to see and do. So, this is Gong. Gong is a beautiful fragrance in my personal opinion. So, there's three things that you need to know. Well, one thing that you need to know about FragComm. They have three different styles, I guess you can say. If you see a white bottle, like this one here, this is going to be much more so of a tea-based fragrance. So, this fragrance is going to have a lot more tea in the inspiration. God dang, why can't I get this out? Okay, there we go. It's going to have a little bit more of a tea inspiration. So white bottles always have a tea inspiration. And then in the back, they have like a nice message behind each bottle as well. Yeah, beautiful fragrance. So all this comes with the 50 ml presentation. I'm not sure that the 100 ml presentation comes with this, but the 50 ml does. So you have a cap, and that's for this. So you got your cap like that. That way, if you ever just need to carry the bottle itself, you have this here. But then you have this right here. And this is where it's at. Because this is your travel atomizer that they give you. You just place that in there like so. And then you got your cap, of course. And now if you ever want to take your FragComm fragrance, you have it on the go. Easy. And this right here feels great in your hand. It's kind of heavy. This thing might be the same weight as an iPhone. It's kind of heavy, fam. I'm not even going to hold you. That shit magnet. But beautiful presentation and beautiful fragrances in my personal opinion. So I did enjoy their tea-based fragrances a lot more than I was expecting. One, I'm not the biggest fan of tea fragrances to begin with. So the fact that I enjoyed that one, those really, really said something to me there. But then they also have two other versions. They have black bottles and they have blue bottles. The black bottles is more so going to be your incense-filled fragrances. And they had some beautiful incense-filled fragrances. They had one to where it was like it was something sun. Spicy, incense, warm, beautiful, fam. Absolutely beautiful. They had another one called AO. that was in a black bottle also. That one was super nice. I don't remember the exact smells of it, but I do remember that it stood out, and that was one that I could have saw myself getting a bottle of. But FragComm is probably gonna be that top house that I've gotten into while I was there. They showed me hella love. They also made candles too. So again, we're gonna be tapping into them a little bit later. I will be interviewing them probably at the beginning of 2026, but we're gonna talk. Trust, I got a lot set up with a couple of these brands, so we're gonna talk for sure. Let's get back over here and let's dip into the live stream. Let's see what y'all talking about in the chat. Let's see what y'all talking about in the chat. Let me catch up. Wolf, no, that rock by wood isn't feminine at all. It's just an extremely sickening vanilla that it has in it, bro. It's sweet, fam. It's sweet. Gonna buy a lot of niche fragrances next year for sure, fam. Me and you both. I got a set right here. I'm gonna show y'all this set that I got from the street scent, bro. The street scent is nice. We're gonna talk about it. What up, M35? I appreciate you for stopping by, man. Are you into most Arabian ouds? I'm into oud in general. I like oud. I like spices, leather. I like earthy fragrances. I like fragrances that are somewhat pungent. Walt would say I like Al Malik fragrances, but I don't like Al Malik fragrances like that. Ace, what's good with you, fam? Appreciate you for stopping by, man. Sir Plug was out there trying to connect. Man, let me tell you something. If you can find anybody at ScentXplore that was working that room more than me, let me know. If anybody was working that room more than me, let me know. Yes, sir. This is live. Oh yeah. You know about that love flame. That love flame is nice too. Love flame by House of the Stone. Nice. Why are fragrance strips so thin? I think they should be wider. So it just depends. Some of them, like, I bought a pack of 1,000. So yeah, those are definitely gonna be thin. But like, if you go get some from, like, for instance, when I got my Sphinx fragrances discovery set, it is right here. When I got my Sphinx fragrances discovery set, bought this one myself. They had their own tester strips. Like, they got their own strips. Still a little skinny, but you get what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. Hey, everybody just get their own strips. Some of them are more like cards. Like, if you go to Bloomingdale's, they got cards. Like, little cards that you can scan. Yeah, it's nice, bro. It's nice. That bottle is nice. It is nifty. I'm telling you, FragComm, they got some dope bottles. They have some dope bottles, in my personal opinion. What's good, fam? Appreciate you for stopping by for sure, Mo. Appreciate you for stopping by, man. So look, we are gonna wrap this up in a little bit. Tell you about that Sphinx Black Anubis, bro. It is nice. That's one of the ones that I said I would be getting a bottle of. Where is it at? I think this is it. That's one of the ones that I said I would be getting a bottle of for sure. And again, like, that's one thing that I'm gonna be talking to y'all about too. When I was down there, I learned how much more affordable niche is. Like, to be honest, it's to the point to where, especially after this weekend, and just hear me out when I say this, especially after ScentXplore, this is kind of where my habit is gonna go to. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. Them affordable ones, the B.O.B., the Latapas and all them, still gonna be buying them because that's what I do. I'm your B.O.B. general. I'm gonna make sure you taken care of and you know what's gas or trash out here. So I'm gonna keep you posted on that. But man, when it comes to these designer fragrances probably gonna be taking a backseat, fam. Unless it's something that I already know I'm gonna enjoy. Paco Rabanne, easy. You know what I'm saying? Paco Rabanne, I'm in that thing. GOS, because we're not really saying their names right now. GOS, that's gonna be one that I can see myself getting my hands on for sure. GOS got a couple I still need to get. So brands like that, yes. But trying to keep up with all the designers. I ain't gonna lie to you, fam. I might be missing out on some of them designers. And I mostly say that because when I start looking at the price of designers compared to a lot of these niche fragrances that I tapped into, I will buy a bottle of RDZ before I buy most of these designers that came out. I will buy a bottle of My Geisha before I buy a bottle of designer fragrances. I will buy a Athena fragrance before I bought a designer. So I say all that to say affordable fragrances are still there. Designers are probably about to take a back seat. And y'all are going to see a much more greater push with niche fragrances. And that doesn't mean that the niche fragrances that I tap in are all going to be bottle worthy. That's not saying that at all. But what I am saying is a lot of these niche brands have discovery sets that I didn't even know about. Discovery sets are the way to go. I keep telling y'all, discovery sets, especially if you want to tap into niche and you want to see what you like, what fragrances you enjoy, what experiences you like as you're wearing the fragrance. Niche is where it's at. I might be getting into a lot of niche. Y'all gonna see me doing a lot of discovery set samples and unboxings like that. Oh my gosh, this Black Anubis though. Yeah, fam, this Black Anubis, you gotta check this one out. I think that Spink's discovery set was like $50. You get 9 2 or 3 ml fragrances. I'm not the biggest fan of like 2 ml, 3 mls. What up, my guy? I ain't even see you in this thing, man. We over House of Colossus. What's good, fam? What's good, my brother? Hope everything good with you, man. But yeah, fam, I'm definitely about to start diving into a lot more niche. Definitely gonna start diving into a lot more niche. Go ahead and keep that a buck with you. But Black Anubis is nice. I would definitely check this one out. Definitely check this one out. Warm, slightly woody. I like it. I like it. You can get a lot online and retail discounts for sure. You can also get them from Black Aroma. Might be having a, you know what I'm saying? Hey, your boy been working. I partnered with Zamaya. I didn't even tell y'all this. I was going to say this for the other video. But I ended up partnering with Zamaya, man. Your boy got a discount code for anybody that wants to pick up Zamaya fragrances. If you don't know, Zamaya is a sister partner of Offnon. And they sent me 3 fragrances. I'm not going to talk about them now because I do want to do a video on it. But first things first, you have Shaharov Divine from Zamaya. This one is going to be playing kind of in that apple shisha incense smoke like a Veneno. We'll talk about it. I wore this one. This one's nice. And then we have Al Barria Coral. So this is one also we're going to be talking about this one too. Beautiful, beautiful. And then the third one that they sent me is Sadia Nova. I can't pronounce that at all. Sadia Nova. So I did partner with Zamaya. 15% off. I'm not going to say discount code yet because I need them to change that. I need all my discount codes to say plug 10, plug 15, plug 5, whatever. I don't need no discount code that say the fragrance and all this other shit. I need plug 10, plug 15. So I got to get that changed. I got to get that changed for sure. But something else I wanted to talk about real quick. Damn. Oh well. I had to tap into it later. I had to tap into that later. I'm gonna have to fix that later. But 2 discovery sets, fam. Shout out to Corey over at Black Room. Shout out to my guy, man. I met him for the first time while I was in New York. Dope guy, man. Hella cool, man. Hella cool, man. I'm rocking with Corey. Corey cool with me, man. Corey can drive me anywhere, everywhere. Corey can be the getaway driver for me if I need to. Corey like that. Appreciate that, Holy Prophet. Appreciate that, fam. Appreciate you, man. Much love. So, got a couple of discovery sets as well that we're going to be talking about throughout the week. You're going to be seeing a lot of this next week because we have to talk about these. Niche. From the street scent, we have the discovery set. We have the discovery set from the street scent. Now, surprisingly, this is my second discovery set. So you know when I get blessed, y'all get blessed. Street scent, I'm going to be throwing the discovery set into the giveaway that I do later. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm not going to talk about all these fragrances, but we got to talk about a couple of them. Fam, I think I tried Tuxedo Society and Oud of Texas. Texas Oud, something like that. Bruh. It's a straight journey with these fragrances. This right here, it's a journey. I've been wearing a couple of them throughout the nighttime fragrances, just smelling them, seeing how they wear, just enjoying the experience and the smell, even though I'm in the house. And they got some stuff. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna try to partner with them too. I'm gonna try to partner with, because I need to be able to put y'all on to some of these. And if you can get a discovery set like this, 5 mLs, I promise you, you try something like this, you're gonna end up getting one of these. You're gonna end up getting one. And I think all of these are under 150 for 100 ml. I'm pretty sure they're under 200, but I think they're under 150 for 100 ml. I would get some of these before I get some Parfums de Marly's. So the street scent, that's one. But the second one, let me just say this, man. I wanted this. I wanted to get this discovery set so long ago. And then when I went to New York, Walt and Jonathan had a sample of one. They had a sample of one, and I smelt it, bro. I was so hurt because I needed that fragrance bad. It was another one that had cannabis playing on that wood. This one kind of reminded me of like New York. Like this fragrance kind of smelled like what New York smelled like, especially as you're walking around the street, busy. Got all types of smoke in the air. You definitely got some cannabis smoke in the air. Yeah. It was nice. But the other discovery set that I want to bring to y'all that we're going to talk about next week. Boy, I got my hands on that Thana Parfums discovery set, fam. Oh my gosh, man. Come on, man. Shout out to Corey. This is beautiful, bro. Wait till y'all see the presentation. This is beautiful. Thana Parfums, and this is a big box too. Big box. I think it comes with 7 fragrances, all 20 mLs. Bruh, I'm telling you right now, these niche brands, they know what's up. They know what's up. I don't even think that the niche brands are trying to have every bottle in your collection. But if you got 30 bottles in your collection, you can't tell me niche don't deserve a couple of those spots. You can't tell me that. Thana Parfums, beautiful, man. Wait, look at that. Look at that, fam. Look at that, fam. That's beautiful. Beautiful. I'm not smelling a single one of them yet. I'm just gonna talk to you about 2 things. One, this. What was that? Oh, it wasn't this. It was something. I had an atomizer fault. But look, beautiful, bro. This is what you carry, Hey, New York is crazy with the cannabis, man. I ain't gonna lie, it's not that bad compared to Vegas. I picked up a lot more cannabis in Vegas, but New York isn't. New York just has a smell to it, and it's not bad. It could be bad depending on what you like. For me, because of the type of smells that I like, of course you got the cannabis in the air, but you also got like a lot of like a city smell to it too. Surprisingly, I didn't see a single rat while I was in New York. I honestly felt like I got cheated out of my New York experience because I didn't see it. It's 2 things, man. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it's 2 things that I felt like I got cheated out of my New York experience with. The first one, I didn't see a single rat while I was in New York. And I'm talking about, we were in Chinatown, we went to Little Italy, we were in Soho, we were in Manhattan, we went to a couple of spots. And then I was even staying Queens. I was staying in Queens by the airport, JFK. Didn't see a single rat while I was in New York, but I was mad as hell because I'm thinking they're gonna be the size of like a cat. You know, I'm trying to see what the marsupials look like. That way, at least I know why I don't need to stay here. But it was still nice. I would always visit New York. I don't know if I could stay there, man. I don't know if I could live there. But visit for sure. So this one right here is nice. I do enjoy the smell of it, but of New York. But anyway, this is the atomizer right here that you travel with. You know what I'm saying? Twist it on like that. I'm not going to talk about all the fragrances, but there is one that I want to discuss, and I think it starts with a T. I think the one that I'm looking for starts with a T, and not this one. Okay, so here it is right here then. This one right here. This is the one I was looking for. I think that's Tariq. Tarak. I can't pronounce that, bro. But anyway, I think this is the one that I tried. From what? Oh yeah, this is the one. You can smell the cannabis through the atomizer on this thing. This one is a beautiful fragrance. 20 ml concentration. Beautiful fragrance. Woody. Cannabis. Not really a mass appealing factor about it. Very much so a unique fragrance in my personal opinion. I like it. I like the smell of New York bacon. Man, bro, I had a bacon, egg, and cheese while I was down there. Oh my God. I was walking day 2, Friday. Me and Walt, we were on our way to ScentXplore trying to figure out what we were gonna eat. Passed up a pizza spot, and right across from it, they had a halal cart. So the pizza spot was a little packed, so we went to the halal cart, grabbed the bacon, egg, and cheese with some I just grabbed the bacon, egg, and cheese. Bro, that shit was so good. I know they just made eggs. I'm like, damn, what kind of seasoning they put on these eggs? I know it ain't just salt and pepper. Like, it was beautiful, fam. It was beautiful. I had a blast. The only thing I didn't get while I was in New York, which I was a little upset about, I did not get no halal food. I wanted to get that halal combo platter so bad. Didn't have any time to go down to Times Square to get it. I had no time to go to Times Square to get it. So I was a little upset about that. New York is crazy with the cannabis smell. It's like the center of the city. Facts. It really is. It really is. Man, look, I appreciate everybody that stopped in, first of all. I appreciate everybody that showed love. First live stream back. We're going to go back to our regular scheduled programming on Monday. So definitely make sure you got your bell notification set. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because we will be pushing out a lot more live streams. Now we're back on our regular scheduled program. We got the things back on track like we need to. We have a lot of fragrances that we got to discuss. So from now moving forward, and then that's not even like, I know I've been talking about a lot of niche. Let me show y'all some of the affordable fragrances that I've been picking up real quick, because I got so many of them that I haven't even talked to y'all about. So one, just because Michael Malo, Jet Black Reserve. We're going to talk about this one just because. But going down the line, we have Rayhan Aquatica. We also have Rayhan Obsidian, which surprisingly, Rayhan Obsidian might be my favorite one just because it's playing on that Dior Homme DNA. Very beautiful. That lipstick smell that they did in this one is absolutely amazing. And I'm not the biggest fan of when it comes to that type of note profile or scent breakdown. But this one was nice. Hey, there go that man, Corey. What up, man? We about to end this, man. What's good, though, man? Shout out to Black Aroma. Shout out to Black Aroma. Yes, sir. Shout out to my guy. Aquatica, cool fragrance. Of course, we got the Latapa aside. I'm not even going to hold you. If you already have the original, you can probably skip out on this. If you don't have the original, you can pick either one. It's damn near going to be doing the same thing. This one just might be slightly more powerful. Of course, we got the Latapa Habit collection. We got the one for the ladies. We got the one for the men. So we are going to tap into these as well. I got so many new GOSs. So many new GOSs, man. We got High Roller. This is that Absolute Aventus. We also have Bonus. I forgot which one that is. It's a Louis Vuitton. It's a Louis Vuitton for sure. Kajal. Shaheek Snow. You gonna want this one for the spring and summer. And then we got No Limit, Roll It #1 by Joe Milano. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be tapping into that as well. So beautiful fragrance in my personal opinion. But again, next week you're definitely gonna want to be tapped in. Street Scent, Dubai, tapping into Discovery Set. Oh yeah, this is the end, Corey. We shutting it down. Yeah, so we shutting it down. But you ain't missed thing, because we're gonna be talking about this one on Monday. So Is this upside down? Nah, okay. So we will be talking about these as well on Monday. So make sure you got your bell notifications set. That way you can be updated. Cause we gonna get active. Back to our regular scheduled program. And again, I appreciate everybody that stopped by and showed love. It greatly means a lot. And for the first time back on it, yeah. For the first time back in it, yeah. We in here. I appreciate everybody that showed love, man. Not even, brother. You know me, I'm a BOB general. I ain't not a mortgage. Not a mortgage for sure. But I appreciate everybody that stopped by and showed love, man. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And hit the bell notification. That way you can be updated when this content drops. Hey, I'ma see y'all on the next one. I appreciate y'all again, man. Thank you.